Hello, my friends. It is Thursday, and that means another Art Joy Sharing live show, and this is the fast version of that. I was playing around with some new die cuts. I like to have some of these in reserve for when I want to throw a quick card or project together, and so I was just cutting out some imagery. Now, I'm going to speed this up because you don't need to see me gluing all of these pieces down. But I wanted to show you what these Sizzix dies are like. If you like jigsaw puzzles, this is really great because what you get are all these little tiny pieces that you need to glue together. So here's the dies, and it cuts out all of the intricate pieces that you layer on top of one another. So you can see on my pad there, I have a number of different designs. There's 3 butterflies in this pack, and then there's all the associated pieces that get glued on top. So I use my art glitter glue just to put those down with. It has one of those little fine tips on it, and this works just great when you're gluing those little bitty pieces together. So today on the show, we are doing some more ATCs. So this is just mostly the behind the scenes stuff that I was doing on my desktop before the show. I was having some issues with sound, so I had to go find some earbuds and different things so that we could get the sound right. And Shell was having some issues with her lighting and her sound and computer equipment, and so we were, just talking to each other, trying to figure out where our issues were. And I was trying to clear this stuff off of my desk because I needed to do some ATCs. So when you clear it off the desk and you got all these little bitty parts, well, it means you got to glue them down in a hurry because, yeah, you don't want all those little bitty parts flying all over the place. Probably not the thing to start before I was going to do the live show, but anyway, you guys can see the process, and this is sped up 8 times fast, so you can see it's like doing a jigsaw puzzle. It takes time. You got to have time to do it. But if you're sitting around in the evening and got nothing better to do, I'd say this is kind of a fun project. So I'm laying out the bigger butterfly, and I'm just figuring out what layers of cardstock I want to put on top, and I will glue those down. So now I am working on the show. These are some dies from Gina K Design. It's a feather die, and the card that I'm doing is a paint chip from the hardware store. The prompts for today are glitter or foil, paint chip, and scrapbook paper. So you'll see me use all 3 of those for surfaces in my ATCs. So I'm just showing how I created the rainbow feather, and I just, swiped it down, used the piece. And Jennifer McGuire did this, and I think that you can probably go to Gina K Designs and uh, Jennifer McGuire's channel and find all kinds of information about die cutting and doing this sort of thing because, they do it all the time. This is just something that I do sometimes. And today was my sometime. So I'm going to put a little note on there that says beautiful and move on to the next thing. Oh, bling. Yeah, I decided to add some pearl bling to my card. So there I go, just blinging it on. And I do show you how you can colorize. I tend to buy these in neutral tones so that I can add my own color to it so it matches my project. So whether it's gems or pearls or whatever you're doing, just know that these alcohol markers work great on these surfaces. So I'm going to do another paint chip, And this one, I got some stickers in the mail. I'm just showing some junk on my desk. I got some stickers in the mail. I bought some underwear, and I cut them apart, and I thought, well, these will work fine on an ATC, so I'm going to stick this down. And she's kind of a curvy girl because I'm a curvy girl, and I get curvy girl underwear. So I'm going to add that, and we will have the second paint chip card for today. I end up using 3 different paint chips for the backgrounds on these. I don't know, they were pretty, they were laying around here, and I thought, might as well get them out and use them. So anyway, I'll give you some final shots at the end, but this is the scrapbook paper. This has little umbrellas on it, and I decided that in my stuff on my desk, I still had some shrink plastic. This is one of the Umbrella Man from Tim Holtz's Sizzix line, and so I'm going to color that with my alcohol markers because that's what I got out on my desk. You know, I just use what's around me, and do it in kind of a rainbow, and then I will stamp on the shrink plastic and shrink it down and create my shrink plastic embellishment for my scrapbook paper. I had some issues. It stuck and the thing's hot and I didn't want to burn my finger. And so I end up using a piece of wire for the handle on the umbrella because it broke. That's okay. You know, improvise. Use what you have. And then I thought, well, I'm gonna put some white on the back. And I was looking around and I had some white ink, which really wasn't white. I didn't like it. It was supposed to be a white stays-on ink. And it was not doing what I wanted it to. It is in the garbage, and I will have to get some new ink because that was not white. It was beige. It was not, yeah, it's not doing what I wanted to do. So I ended up getting out a white paint marker, which, you know, had been in the drawer and it leaked and was making a mess, and I had it all over my pant leg, and oh my goodness, this was a day. This was just a real day. Anyway, we have challenges each month on Art Joy Sharing, and come and join us. It's a Facebook group if you like doing challenges and enjoy this sort of thing. We would love to have you join our community. It's a friendly community where we play with all kinds of art and mediums, and next month is going to be even more fun. Shell has brightened things up for the summer, and I think you're going to have a new perspective on color. So I'm just getting that little shrink plastic Rain Man down and going to make some labels and finish out my tags. But that's about it for this month. I will wrap things up and give you some final shots, and hope you enjoy what we're doing in the challenges. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate you having been here with me. You are what makes me keep coming back and doing these sorts of things, because without you, without our community, I would have no reason for being here. So thanks again, and we'll see you again soon.